Hi viewers, I'm here today to bring you the most beautiful girls around who are going to be our contestants for Canada's top choice pageant event. Our very renowned and famous SP Wadiawala is the person who is behind all these dynamic events which integrate this system and the people with that. We have so many youth who has a lot of potential. Through these kind of events, we get them on the stage. Today, my first contestant who is going to introduce you herself is Sheena. Welcome to our program, Sheena.
Thank you for having me.
So Sheena, I always ask girls like you who are very smart, talented and doing things like that, how would you take viewers about for your journey and your background, where you came from and how you ended up where you ended up?
Yeah, so my name is Sheena. I'm born and raised here in Toronto. In terms of my background, my parents are from East Africa. So my mom's from Kenya, my dad's from Tanzania. My roots are from India. So kind of a little bit of a story there. So my parents, my parents came to Canada in '75. So in terms of my story, I'm living in Brampton right now. I work full-time in HR. I'm a journalism graduate, so I have a degree in journalism. In terms of my career aspirations, ultimately I would like to do what you're doing as a career as a journalist. Definitely have done some freelance here and there. And now I'm here today with Canada's Top Choice pageant to see what doors it could open for me.
So were you born in Brampton or?
No, I'm born in North York. I kind of moved throughout the GTA my whole life. I grew up more so in Markham, and now I've been in Brampton for about 5 years.
So do you agree with me that the difference of cities makes a huge difference in your learning and all the surrounding?
Definitely. I mean, the GTA itself, it kind of has its own pockets of different cultures, right? So I've kind of been exposed to every single culture, and I love the diversity, really.
So why do you want to do journalism, nothing else but journalism? Because being a beauty pageant is considered entirely a different field than being into journalism.
Well, I can't really say you can make a career out of pageantry. I think it opens up a lot of doors to different opportunities. You gain a lot of transferable skills that you can apply to any aspect of your life. So for me, I've always wanted to pursue journalism at a young age. I've been a published writer since I was in high school. For me, it kind of gives a voice to the voiceless. You're shedding light on issues that you wouldn't really have the opportunity to do so otherwise. So for me, it's kind of an outlet to do that. And if it's there and I have a passion for it, I want to shed light on certain issues that you don't always see in the mainstream media. That was really the reason why I wanted to pursue journalism.
And besides whatever you see in the diversity, you want to talk about that too.
Oh, of course.
That makes you learn a lot of things, a lot of different things. Exposure makes you learn the diversity of everything and every thought, every procedure, everything.
Definitely.
So how about your family? Like, how would you say that, who inspired you to make you go for such things?
Definitely my father. I mean, he grew up, he's born and raised in Tanzania. He came to Toronto at the age of 23 years old with only $200 in his pocket.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, it was a culture shock for him, especially in the 70s. He came to Canada in '75. So, I mean, there wasn't a lot of ethnic diversity at that time, so he had to deal with a lot of obstacles, such as racism. At one point, he moved to Calgary, Red Deer, sorry, and it was hard for him to, I guess, make a living, but he was persistent. And I think I see that persistence in myself now. He came from a country, he came to a culture that he wasn't even familiar with. And for me, he broke down those obstacles. He made a career for himself. He had a family with my sister and my mother, and I think that's an accomplishment in itself. I'm definitely proud of him for doing that. So he's definitely my inspiration.
Definitely. I always say that to have strong women, there should be always men behind them. That's how they are fully capable of exercising their potential in them. And women have a lot of potential in them.
I totally agree with that.
So how did you, how was your journey towards top Canada pageant, like how did you introduce yourself to them or how you got them?
I've been in pageants for the past 5, 6 years. I've won a few titles. I did get out of it for a little while. I just thought, I'm like, okay, well, I've kind of done it. Maybe I'm a bit too old for it, but I saw the opportunity online through the power of social media, and I'm like, you know what? Why not get involved? I mean, for me, it's really an experience in itself. Not so much for the intent of winning a title. It's more so meeting like-minded women like myself, who have ambitions, who have dreams, who have goals, and why not have that experience with other women? So for me, it's I mean, it's a great networking opportunity. You get to meet a lot of people that you never know that could come in handy. I mean, you give back to the community as well. You're a role model to younger people. I just think it makes you a better public speaker, especially for me, since I want to get into journalism. It kind of makes you more confident in yourself.
It's a lot of social skills and living with others and how you feel and observation.
Definitely.
A lot of observation. So now since we are into the beauty pageant, so what is beauty for you? How would you describe if somebody asks, oh wow, she's beautiful. So what is beauty?
I don't want to say the cliched response, it's on the inside, it's what counts. What although beauty for me, not only the physical beauty, I think it's really, it's what you put out there. What do you do for the community? What contribution have you made to the world? I think that's what makes someone beautiful. It's really your charisma, how you present yourself, your poise. I think that's what beauty is, not so much the physical attributes.
I really agree with you. You are the first person who has talked so well, who has explained so well about the beauty, that how you present yourself, the charisma, and what is your contribution in life.
I appreciate
that is, and the balance of all that is your beauty, actually. Really, really, very, very nicely inspiring thing.
Thank you.
So what makes you different than other people around you?
I think in, I guess in my 29 years, I've had a lot of different types of experiences, whether it be career-wise. I mean, I've dabbled in media, I've done HR. I've been exposed to a lot of different types of people, different walks of life. So I think my diversity, I think that's what makes me different. My drive, my ambition. I mean, as I mentioned before, my dad's definitely an inspiration for me, so that's kind of instilled upon me now. So I think when I have a goal, I definitely do what it takes to go after it, no matter what obstacles come by. I think that's really the drive that makes me different.
That's very beautiful, very well said.
Thank you.
So how would you like to express that? What would you like to do if you win this title? What will be your goal?
I think my goal is not only to pursue my passion for journalism, I definitely want to shed light on issues that are not always addressed in the mainstream media. Human rights issues definitely holds true to my heart, so I definitely want to raise awareness and topics like that. I want to raise money for certain charities. I know Canada's Top Choice Foundation supports a lot of great, well, the charity itself, Canada's Top Choice Foundation, Canadian Cancer Society, Yellow Brick House. I kind of want to be an ambassador for those organizations.
Very well, very
and
well.
Amnesty International.
Very well. I wish you very good luck. We need talented people like you.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Thank you very much for coming to our program.
Thanks for having me, it was a pleasure.
Viewers, you have seen how talented and how diversely beautiful mind she has. She has learned a lot. We need people like that who think about the society, the system, and want to contribute and give it back. That's the spirit of strong societies and the youth who want to put their share into that system to bring it better for everybody. With these words, thank you very much.